Oh my God, you guys, when my dog stopped pooping and then I stopped filming for this message, listen up. Peeping Tom is done watching the shit show. Perseverance. They passed the test. Hooray. I couldn't find the poop. I was like, okay, I want to go pick up the poop. I had my poop bag out, and all it was a bunch of leaves. And I spent so much time trying to find a pile of shit. Like, an absurdly long amount of time. But I wasn't going to leave this poop in my neighbor's yard. And so I went and checked my phone and stood where I stood, where I was filming my dog. Identified the brick in the corner and got lined up to the right angle. The foot of the skeleton. And then I identified leaves from the corner where I could see the brick. And it led me right to the pile of shit. So somebody, a scarab beetle, a dung beetle might mean something. I see that the Ace of Pentacles in my animal tarot. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Animal tarot. Here it is. Oh no, this isn't it, but I pulled this on accident, totally thinking this was it. Animal tarot, where are you? Okay, I can't find the animal tarot, but I pulled this fully believing this was the animal tarot. So, what's the message? This is the Antique Anatomy Tarot. We have the Nine of Blades with the Devil. Oh my God, this is some horrible anxiety. A Capricorn might mean something. This is crippling anxiety. Somebody may have had a panic attack. Something like that. Somebody may have literally been up all night, riddled with anxiety. All right. Let's hear about it. Peeping Tom is done watching the shit show. Perseverance. They passed the test. Hooray! Next, okay. We have the Three of Blades. Okay, it's the Six of Blades. All right, somebody might have healed from a broken heart and now they're moving. So the traditional image for the Six of Blades, which is the Six of Swords, is a boat with 6 swords in the boat. Now remember, Ace of Swords, every time in tarot we learn lessons, karmic lessons through cycles 1 through 10. And when you transcend the lesson, you get the Ace of, the 10 of Swords is the worst it's ever going to get. And then you transcend the lesson, and swords are words and thoughts. 10 of Swords is a person laid out on their back with 10 swords stabbed right in the back. And usually an animal in the background being like, what the fuck? Done. The worst it's ever going to get. The ultimate betrayal, ultimate overthinking, ultimate whatever, backstab like a motherfucker, laid out with 10 swords in your back. That's a serious energy. And when you transcend that lesson, you start a new cycle with the Ace of Swords, truth and clarity. You've earned that Ace of Swords. And so when you gather your Six of Swords, you're gathering your Aces of Swords that you have earned, and you're putting them in a boat, and you're saying, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I identify that this is rocky water, and I need to move my boat to calmer water. So a lot of times the Six of Swords has a masculine that's coming to pick up the feminine, and sometimes she's with a child, sometimes she's not, and move her to a safer place. And at first, it came through as the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords is the worst feeling in the tarot deck. The Three Swords stand for heartbreak, betrayal, and delay. Somebody might be really late to something. They're ready to make it right. They've been totally fucked up in the head over it. All right. Let's go back to the initial tarot. Now what? So we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. The Knight of Swords is the fastest knight of the tarot deck. Usually his horse is in a full gallop. He's got his sword out and he is ready to cut, move, poke, get rid of whatever is stopping this energy. It's also often like an angry energy too. Not always, but it can be like, no fucking way! Then going and everything changes. Something like that. That's what I think this is, because it's in reverse. Somebody may have blocked something. All right, we have the Two of Swords, the Star, the Eight of Swords, and the Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Somebody blocked a destined blessing that was meant for someone. Just constantly, no, I don't know what you're talking about. They knew exactly what they were talking about. Somebody caught somebody as a stone cold liar. Something like that. This person is destined. Somebody might have tried to do a destiny swap. Spirit said, no fucking way. Eight of Swords. This is all a whole bunch of Two of Swords. I don't know. It's a chick with blindfolds on. Two swords. For me, sometimes the Two Swords means my boyfriend's back and you're going to be in trouble. This is meant for the rightful receiver, the Star. The person who earned it. Here's some more stuck energy. Eight of Swords. Stuck in a tower. Whole bunch of stuck. Then the Three of Swords in reverse. So the Three of Swords in reverse, if you imagine the traditional image of the Three of Swords that we just talked about, the worst feeling in the tarot deck. Each sword stabbed into the heart. Heartbreak. Betrayal. Delay. So when Spirit turns it upside down, imagine a heart upside down with all the swords. The hilts are no longer keeping them in there. Now they slide right out of the heart. Spirit came in and said, no fucking way. The blessing is for the rightful receiver. Okay? Next message. What animal does Spirit want to show? Yeah, who's this for? Here's the signs we have left. Who's this for? Who's this for? Scorpio. Message from the animals. Llama and lion. Next message. Message from Star MS. Message from the 80s. Starseed messages. I love how you smell. And final message. Final message for Scorpio. Italy. All right, Scorpio, there's your giant message. Somebody might be sending a giant message. Make sure to check the comment section for your Starseed transmissions. I'm an activated Starseed, so I'm going to run all of these cards through a search of past readings. For example, we're going to start with the Nine of Blades. And actually it'll be Blades 9. And when I type in Blades, I have thousands of past readings. The top 5 with Blades in the title, if Blades isn't in any titles, I'll start deleting letters off the end, for a storyline will pop up. Up to the top 5 titles, most current readings with Blades will pop up. I'll take the word Blades, put it down in the comment section, and then give you that storyline. Those titles make a message from Spirit under Blades and under 9. And then I'll move on to the next one. So if you're just watching, you're missing half the message, the whole Starseed message. All right, there's the message.